Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. And what I'm going to share today is pretty cool, pretty economical, and kind of new to me. So I'm going to let the cat out. While I do that, if you guys would be so kind, if you're inclined, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon next to it. It'll let YouTube know you're interested in EDC content, and it'll help my channel get out to more people. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about that. So what we have here is a slip joint knife that is very economical. It is, I would almost call it a great deal, which is the reason I picked it up on the suggestion of another brother, G. Bizzle. This is made by Rough Ryder. It's not a Rough Ryder Reserve. It is not what I would consider a true traditional in terms of it's not pinned together. It does use some modern materials, titanium. You've got some micarta here, and then you've got your screwed together panels. But you've got the model number here on the blade, RR2265 in China. And the blade is VG10 from what I read. This is the little box it came in, and it's going to go out in, because this has actually already been won. But guys, what surprised me about this knife, besides the fit and finish, the quality of the workmanship, if I can reach across and find another Rough Ryder Reserve, this is a Rough Ryder Reserve, which cost 3 times as much. Again, totally different knife. It is pinned together. It is using true traditional methods to have it put together, whereas the Apta is using very similar materials, but still being made in China, and it's still being put together with Torx screws, right? But in terms of fit and finish, the first thing that I notice, and I don't notice it much because of the price of this knife, is similar to my my Viper knives. This micarta handle or scale does not sit perfectly flush with that titanium bolster. Now, this knife has a very distinctive half stop and a very distinctive open, closed to half stop, and fully closed. I would give this pull about a 4, 4, 4, 4. It's not super light, but it's by no means super heavy. And one thing that I love about the Rough Ryders and the Rough Ryder Reserves, and a lot of these models that have come in VG10 or D2, is the actual edges they come with. So this edge has not been touched by me. This is right out of the box. And it's very, 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 very slicey. I think the knife looks good. I think if somebody was trying to decide if they wanted to jump into a slip joint to try to carry it, and they didn't want to spend, let's say, 55 on a micarta hedgehog, or if they didn't want to spend 88 on a carbon fiber, let's say they didn't want to spend 36, 37 on a side buster. They were looking for something that gave them a refined knife that they could check out, that they could carry as a slip joint, not break the bank, and determine if it was something that they wanted to pursue. Guys, I will link this. I picked this particular specimen up at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on White Mountain when they have it in stock. You can find it almost everywhere that sells Rough Ryder. But this thing at Smoky Mountain Knives, this Apta cost me $26.97. Now, not only did G Bizzle tell me what a great knife it was and how impressed with it he was, but the reviews on the knife are out of the world. There are a ton of reviews that are basically singing the praises of the knife, the praises of the fit and finish, and the fact that it was such an inexpensive knife. The only thing I have to kind of compare that to is a $35 knife I picked up from Amazon, the Brother Watchman, that comes in carbon fiber with a VG10 blade. And it was about $10 more, maybe the carbon fiber over the Micarta. But guys, I can honestly say this knife in a slip, this knife just in your pocket, this knife as an EDC slip joint is going to do for you, I believe, everything that you would want to do to see if a slip joint was going to work into your carry. So for example, if you wanted to carry it in a slip and you wanted to put a lanyard on it, this one has a lanyard hole. It'll fit into a slip. You can pop it out or you can just carry it naked in your pocket. I do kind of a combination of both. But let's do, and I apologize for the meowing, she wouldn't go out. Let's do a couple of quick size comparisons to some modern folders that we might be familiar with. That is the Civivi Baby Banter, and this is the Benchmade Mini Bug Out. So it's just a hair shorter or hair longer than the Mini Bug Out, a little bit longer than the Baby Banter. I think if I put the regular Bug Out up here, it will be considerably smaller than the regular Bug Out, probably a half, 3/4 of an inch. But let's look at it next to some traditionals and modern traditionals. First, the Case Sodbuster Junior. It's right around the same size as the Case Sodbuster Junior. And then we will look at it next to the Ohio Riverjack from Traditional Pocket Knives. Just a tiny bit longer, or tiny bit longer than the Apta is the Traditional Pocket Knives. And then let's look at it next to the QSP Hedgehog, which is pretty similar to the same size as our Ohio Riverjack, but just about the same size. Again, if you got this in Micarta, $55, 14C. This is 26 in VG10. And then compare it to a Jack Wolf low drag jack. And they're all right within that same size neighborhood. So, to sum this up and to get you guys all the relevant information you need, we are going to take some quick measurements off the Apta. Then we are going to take a couple of weights, and then we're going to send it off to Bama Ninja, who won it last night during Metal Mondays. So guys, this is 6.5 inches overall. The blade's going to come in at 2 3/4. The cutting edge right over 2.5. And the handle's going to come in right at 3 3/4. So to me, it's a pretty good blade to handle ratio. It feels comfortable in the hand. I like the way the back kind of swells into my palm and does give me a good grip on the knife. Keep in mind, it is a slip joint, so if I use it hard, I need to be kind of aware of its limitations, so to speak. Let's get an idea of this blade thickness. At the spine, it's 0.1130. Behind the edge, where it's sharpened, you're at 0.0070. And then the handle, I'm guessing, is going to come in over right at half an inch, 0.4940. And guys, lastly, we will see how much this little guy weighs. Right at 3.10 ounces. And to me, guys, it is a very attractive knife. When G-Ball showed it to me, I thought it looked good. When he showed me how well it was centered, I was intrigued when I got it and realized it had no walk, no play, and it was very sharp. I was even more so impressed. And then, the more I've spent time with it, I can see the value in it. It is not because I don't typically, I've since I fell into the slip joint hole, guys. I've picked up, as y'all have all kind of followed me through this hole, a lot of different slip joints and a lot of different price ranges. So when I go in and I try out some of these models that I'm just curious how my everyday brother or sister would react to them, I'm bringing them in for the channel. I'm bringing them out to experience them. And ideally, I'm bringing them out to gift them to you guys when you come to my lives and you win one. So anyways, guys, that is the Apta modern slip joint knife from Rough Ryder. About 26 bucks. I'll leave the link for Smoky Mountain Knives. This one's going to Bama Ninja with another little knife this afternoon. Guys, thank you for watching the video. And I want to take a special time to thank every one of my channel members. You guys mean everything to me in the channel. And all of you who come by and watch, who like the videos, who leave comments, who look out for the guy or gal to your left, who will look out for the guy or gal to your right, who will look out for one another, that'll go forward with love of their heart, that'll choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace.